Alright, so I'm going to play this all the way through. Then I'm going to give you my analysis of what we're looking at. So check it out. Alright, so get it one more time. And we're going to get into it. Now basically, in case you're not seeing it already, I'm going to go ahead and explain it. Now, I called a pick and roll and it was relatively successful, at least to the degree that it got the defender up off of me. And when I want to give it to Green, once the game registers that I'm passing it to Green, instead of allowing him to continue to cut to the basket, he's forced to slide and then, kind of moonwalk backwards out of the proper position to make the pick and roll work correctly, right? You can see it in a moment where it's like he starts to project off of like a force field. And he moves the opposite direction. As I always put it, this is the algorithm's way of just arbitrarily preventing you from being able to execute the pick and roll. All right, this is how the game works. This is not just about basketball. A lot of what happens is contrived. A lot of what happens is basically the algorithm controlling the flow of the game. So you'll have moments like this where you should have a good play, right? But the game would just basically be like, nah, no, you're not gonna get that, and they'll just force your players to run a completely different direction. Like, how much sense does this really make that Draymond just moonwalks? He's got a pick and roll, and if you look at it, the guy is not even in front of him to cut him off, right? This is all open space in front of Draymond, but he's not allowed to make the cut into the basket. I'm not lead passing him this direction. That wouldn't even make sense. All right, this is the game purely just saying, no, you cannot have that. We're not going to allow that to go on, right? So you can see it's like he bounces off of like this force field, and he's forced to go all the way back here. Now, I've explained this in many other times where you'll try to give your man the ball, and sometimes what would occur is they will force him to run another direction and to dip behind another defender, which is what I think was supposed to happen right here, but Simmons was not in a good enough space for that to work out correctly. So they just threw the whole play off, made the man run in a whole nother direction, all because what? They didn't want the pick and roll to happen. All right? That's 2K for you. Peace.